looks different today. Lol.
Hi, guys.
That was a good one.
Hello.
Hi.
Let us know if you can hear us. Let me know if you can hear me, chat. Give me a chat.
Yeah, can you hear John?
Yeah.
Over here today to the left, so we'll be peeking to the left today.
Yes, yeah, for sure.
Hey everybody, it's Reaper Live. It's Thursday, our favorite night of the week, and this is Reaper Live. The show where we blend what?
Painting game. No.
Anita,
I don't know.
No, come on.
I have no clue.
Try again, Lauren.
Painting, gaming, and geek culture.
Yeah.
All together for what?
Your.
Your viewing pleasure.
Viewing pleasure.
There we go. There
We're
it
here
is.
to give you viewing pleasure.
They said
And
Ron's
tonight
mic
we're
is off.
certainly have upped the viewing pleasure
Ron's
by
mic is
having
off.
our lovely guest Benita on tonight.
Hi.
And of course Lauren, as usual. And John.
Yep.
Hello.
Not so much.
He's
your viewing
running
pleasure,
around.
but
Yeah.
Hello.
We're here.
So,
We're
real
here.
quick, can you guys hear Ron? Give us like a yes or a thumbs up or
Hello?
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should be able to.
Hello?
Okay, sweet. We just wanted to make sure. Somebody
Yeah.
said.
It's
It's
Jack.
Ron's mic.
Yes.
Well, it's
Yep.
kind of loud
Yes.
there.
Lots of yeses. Okay.
Hello, wie geht's? Did you guys ever watch? Did you ever? I'm sure.
You want to start that sentence over again, Ron?
Have you heard of the Pink Panther movies
Yes.
from the 70s?
Yeah, they were great.
Ever seen them?
Yeah.
They're
Personally, I have.
fantastic.
Yeah.
I've seen
They're
the newer
fantastic.
one.
They're
I've seen
hilarious.
the newer one.
They're-
That one's also
The
hilarious.
newer
Yeah.
one. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
they did a.
I mean, you
The
can't
Steve
call
Martin?
it new anymore.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you can't call them new anymore.
No, no, only the ones with Peter Sellers are the best ones. But there's one scene where he's in one of the movies. He's dressed up like this. I think it's a German butler, and he's going to the hotel room, and he's looking for something. Hello, wie geht's? It's just funny. Okay, there's your old
Yep.
man
Right.
trip for the night.
Yeah,
Probably
there
won't
you
be the last one.
No, definitely not.
Reaper Live, the show, the highest rated show on Twitch.
That's right.
Just Google it.
100%.
Just Google it, or
No,
what else?
just take it on faith. Believe.
You could take it
Just
on faith.
Hit the believe.
What's the other thing you could do? You could check.
Oh.
Go to the library and what?
Oh yeah, yeah. Check the like the microfiche.
The
and-
microfiche.
Yeah.
Oh God. Jesus.
Does your dog bat? So funny. So funny.
Yeah.
That should be required viewing.
Yeah.
All
Just in general for
Steve
life.
Skellman. Is this Dungeons and Lasers? Yeah. We wish.
Hi, David.
Right.
Oh, delivery for Lauren.
Oh yeah.
Look at
Delivery.
that.
Special delivery.
Special delivery.
Thank you, David.
Yeah. Excellent assistant
sorry.
work.
There was traffic.
There was traffic.
Yep.
Yeah, there was an accident on the way home.
Oh my gosh.
Another one.
Not good.
No, not good.
Yeah,
It's
we
not
were
great.
just talking before the show started. They were like, "Hey, you're going to show pictures from your accident?" And yes, I got into a horrible accident. It was horrible to me.
Yeah.
Friday night, Adrian and I went out to get a pizza, and we went to Little Elm. If you're from this area, you know where that is. But if not, it's about 20 minutes away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
like
far.
a 20-minute drive.
Not far.
And it's a 6-lane road, divided road, and we were on the way back, and some dude basically ran into us, and we were doing 50 miles an hour, and it was the airbags deployed. My poor Jeep has got towed away.
Yeah.
It was very scary.
Yeah.
Can you tell?
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Yeah, Ron's arm did not look
Maybe.
fun.
Can't really
Yeah, you can
tell.
see the
A
little
little
bit of
bit,
the
yeah.
bump. It
This
looks
is-
like part of your wrist, but it's
This is
definitely not. That's like
this is
right
definitely
here.
yellow. I'm
Yeah.
telling you guys, it's not really. It's yellow. And then my hand is kind of was a really nice shade of blush pink yesterday. But it's kind of
Yeah.
going back to normal. Sort
No,
of.
no, you're
Yeah,
recovering
not.
pretty well considering. Like the past couple of days, at least, I've seen improvements.
Yeah, pretty bad. Very, very, very lucky that we weren't injured. But
Yeah.
no, the Jeep. I don't know if the Jeep is ripped or not. The insurance company will decide that. As far as I'm concerned, it's total. But what do I know? What do I get? To say?
You'll get to
I have
find out
no
later.
say-so.
Yeah, they'll
they're
tell
gonna
you
they're gonna
later.
tell us. What is that? A gift?
This is perfect timing. This is
Yeah, this is actually perfect. This is for Ron.
More delivery.
first.
Yeah.
Is it a new
Card
Jeep?
first.
Oh, unfortunately
That would
not.
be wow.
What's this?
Yeah, we got you a little something, Ron.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
With deepest sympathy.
What a bunch of suck ups.
So sorry for your loss of cookie dough. I hope this helps, David.
you gotta
and
tell that
Lauren.
story
David-
now, too.
So we'd gone out to Papa Murphy's. Papa Murphy's is a bake your own pizza place, and we and there's not one near here. There were 2 in Denton, and they're gone.
They're gone.
Yeah, they're
Idiots.
gone.
Oh,
Idiots.
this one closed over here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And goes,
Rip.
so we have to go drive to
Yeah,
Little
rip.
Elm to go get Papa's, and we always go get different pizzas on Friday night. Friday night's
Change
always
it up
pizza
a
night,
little
but we
bit.
just,
Yeah.
we like to sort of Maltex a CeoCast Jeep. We
That's
and so and they always have. Well, do you want some bread knots or do you want some whatever? And
Yeah.
we're like, no, of course I don't want that crap. Well, Friday night I was like, I'm gonna get some cookie dough because you can make your own cookies. So I'll get some cookie dough. Anyway, when we had the wreck, we were the ambulance and the fire department and the police and everything. It's just chaos. But I was like, I am not going to leave those pizzas in my Jeep. I came out here for pizza. I'm going home with pizza. And so I grabbed the 2 pizzas, and the policeman took us to the fire station to be checked out. And I carried the pizzas the whole way home.
what a trooper.
And then it was Saturday. Adrian and I had gone to, no, it was Monday. Adrian and I had gone to a little sandwich shop up here called Joey's, and they sell fresh baked cookies. And when I saw those, I was like, oh my God, I left the cookie dough
In the car.
Papa
In the
Murphy's
car.
in my Jeep.
In the Jeep.
And it was 90 something degrees over the weekend here.
Yeah.
And I
it
thought
was,
when
it
I
was
go in
warm.
there, it's either going to smell like freshly baked cookies or it's going to smell horrible.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So Tuesday, I went up to the tow yard and they let me in to go eat some personal stuff. So the first thing I did was like, where's that cookie dough? So I opened it up and
As any sensible person
I
does.
couldn't smell anything. I didn't smell anything.
good.
I was like, maybe it flew out.
Somebody took it.
I was gonna say someone took it
robbed my
probably.
cookie dough. But actually, under the seat, under Adrian's seat, the passenger side seat,
my
I
God.
found the cookie dough. It had been unopened, unexploded, uncooked.
Oh.
I threw it in the trash. I did
Yeah.
not keep
It probably
But-
wouldn't have lasted. But
but-
you know what?
Look,
It was
here-
there.
Oh my God! Look here, what we have. Look here. It's Papa Murphy's cookie dough.
Yep.
You
And
know.
it's- I guess I know what I'm doing tonight.
Yeah.
For
Immediately.
everyone to read. Look at that! Thank y'all very much.
You're welcome. You had
Flashbacks.
That's where I went.
That's
Yeah.
super nice. Oh, that's where you went out to Lillian, the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to drive past it to get to the tow yard, and it was like.
No.
But yeah, no, thank
Yeah.
y'all very much. That's very sweet.
You're welcome,
Very
Ron.
sweet. I will bake these cookies and I will bring them in for you guys tomorrow.
Oh, that's nice of you.
It's nice of you all. Thanks a bunch. That's really sweet. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, I
back to
remember.
Reaper Live.
Yeah.
So we did our thing and we talked about that and what do you? Oh, we're fine.
Yeah.
So we're fine.
In
Ron and
conclusion.
Adrian
In
are
conclusion,
alive.
we're fine. Adrian's fine. I think the brunt of it from the airbags, which, if you can tell, the
Yeah.
scratchy.
Yeah,
little
there's a
bit of
couple
a
of
bruise.
scratches. Yeah.
This is great. Anyway,
The lighting kind of obscures it.
yeah, it's all.
Rest
it's
assured they're
much
there.
better, much better than what it was.
Are you gonna get another Jeep?
I don't know if the insurance company says, "Well, we're just going to repair your old Jeep. It's all jacked up. You can drive some wompy jawed Jeep for the rest of your life." But if they say it's totaled, I may have to. Yes, if I get the option of getting a new Jeep because this one can't be fixed, I will definitely get a new Jeep. We'll get a Jeep. I was going to talk to you about your experience with getting a vehicle after your wreck, and when you had your wreck. And
Yeah. What about it?
Was your car totaled?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And you
Immediately. Yeah.
Yeah. So
And
sucks.
it was super sucky
Yeah, it does suck.
because I had just got that
That truck.
and I got it for a good deal and like a really good deal.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it sucks. So
Yeah.
drive safely, everyone. Drive
Yes.
safely.
Please.
Yeah, please. Okay, but is it going to be the same color though? That's really the key.
That's the important.
It is an iconic
So-
Jeep.
So,
welcome to Jeep Talk.
back to Jeep Live.
This is car talk now.
So if for some reason it is totaled and I have to, and I'm fortunate enough to get a new Jeep, I would love to get the bikini blue again. Now I've done some pre-research to see if maybe they're still out there. They are hard to find these days. I got mine in 2020. They do only do a few of those colors a year. If I can't get bikini blue, which is the color of the Jeep, I might get the new color called Juice. It's orange.
Oh,
Orange
okay.
I'll do orange and black. Or if I can't get that, I'm going to get the bright green called Mojito.
Nice.
It's a really bright metallic green. It's really kick-ass. So,
Hell yeah.
so it's either going to be Mojito, Juice,
Juice,
or Bikini. I hope.
You're just like driving a vacation around,
That-
essentially.
Yeah,
Compliment.
exactly, right?
Yeah,
Juice,
yeah.
Mojito, and Bikini. It is a vacation
Right.
on wheels. So,
compliments your office really well.
yeah.
Yeah, it
I
will.
think so. I think so. What's funny is one of the streamers who does art for us. I sent him a care package of stuff the other day, and he pulled out I threw the bottle of paint in, and he pulled out going, "Ron's office? What is this?" Sorry if he's watching. I don't know if he's not watching, but anyway, it was just kind of funny.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Anyway, so really back to Reaper Live.
Yeah. Back on topic.
Thanks for indulging me. It's almost time for a giveaway.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my
I'm
gosh,
ready already. So.
Nice.
John's already ready, guys.
I'm not, just so chat knows, I'm not feeling too hot tonight. I had my COVID shot and my Tdap shot yesterday, and I'm just not feeling good right now. So I don't know. But
Back to me for a moment.
I know we strayed from Ron for a minute, but
I just to sympathize with John. When I went to the doctor on Tuesday, because my wrist had swollen up really, really bad, and they was like, I need to go see the doctor. So I went and did an X-ray. X-rays were negative, but they're like, we need to give you, and there's a scratch on here from the airbag. They said, we're going to give you a tetanus shot.
just in
And
case.
the tetanus shot, I'm feeling it hard in my arm. It's like really sore, but I think I Googled what are the side effects of the tetanus shot because I'm feeling kind of crappy, kind of just like feverish and just sort of bleh, you know.
Yeah.
So John got his shots and feels crappy. I got my shot and feel crappy too.
yeah,
But
because
maybe I'm just sick. Maybe I just have the flu. I don't
That's
know.
quite possible.
Yeah.
If you get vaccines while you're not feeling well already, they do tend to kind of punch you a little harder than
So,
they usually
yeah,
do. So
yeah,
that's possible.
Or maybe it's nothing.
yeah,
So-
because we had to get our Tdap because Paul, one of our old employees, is having a kid. If the kid doesn't come before next Wednesday, they're going to induce on Wednesday of next week. So
Okay.
they asked us to get all the shots and stuff before we see the baby, of course.
Our
Right,
own
that makes sense.
Paxton is.
Yeah, Paxton's
Oh, yeah.
Getting ready
expecting
to have a
soon
baby.
too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But any
Couple
second
weeks.
now, I think.
Yeah.
What I heard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They think that maybe she has started labor.
Yeah. That's crazy.
So to Paul and to Paxton and
So
their,
many babies.
their wives and upcoming babies, good luck. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be the best
Yeah.
time of your life.
Congratulations overall.
I really
That's
mean
very
that.
exciting stuff.
All right, so we've got 30 seconds to the giveaway. You just want to
Just hang out.
tell a funny. You got a 30-second story you want to tell?
Well, I was about to say, John, if you want to pull up a couple of those garden pictures.
Yeah.
My weekend I spent helping my mom with her garden, her new
Fantastic.
garden. And she has
Yeah?
decided that she wants every single plant, fruit, and vegetable that is known to man.
That's so fair.
sounds-
Very
That
relatable.
sounds like your
Yeah.
like your mom.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So she's called me every day since this weekend going,
Oh wow.
Oh, look at there.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
mhm. So me and David, we set up those very, 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 very tall, what are they called?
Truss.
Like
They're
planters. Thank you.
Oh.
Planters.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Well,
the thing inside of
or
it.
the
No,
bucket
they're
or-
planters. So you can kind
Trellis
of
fence.
see.
Everyone's guessing.
Trellis.
Trellis
Yeah, yeah,
fence.
yeah.
Yeah, you can see it kind of in the corner right there, but they are huge. They are long, and they just they have so much soil inside of them. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I think we had 2 pallets of planter soil and about 10 bales of hay that we were just throwing and getting together. But yeah, those are all the trees that she has, and she's bought, I think, 6 more since that picture.
Jesus.
Yep, nope, she's treating it
Wow.
like Pokemon.
All right.
And I think the only thing she hasn't gotten is an apple tree, which is to me ridiculous because that's the first tree you get is an apple tree.
No
she has
pun
3.
intended. I hope they bear fruit. I hope they
Yeah.
really.
Ah,
Yep.
yeah.
I mean, really.
no, really.
Honestly, I hope they
Yeah.
do well. And
Oh, yep, see, there they are. Yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
and yeah, I got sunburned
Sorry.
completely. Oh, that's
Oops.
Zeus.
That's a Zeus.
Yep, and that's her potato plants, and the reson why she has the
Oh,
fence
yeah.
up is
keep the
We
critters
have 3
out,
big
right?
dogs.
nope,
Oh.
4.
4 now.
Four
Dogs
big
are out.
bulldogs.
Nice.
Humongous dogs.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So
They're gonna
Really?
eat that immediately.
Oh yeah, no. Some of the trees have already suffered a little bit. The dogs have gotten a little snackish and started eating some of the sticks and the leaves, and so she started putting up the little fence to keep them out of it.
yeah, I
So
got to
you
fight
gotta
off
get your fiber
rabbits
somehow. Yep.
Rabbits.
for my garden. Yeah. Let me see. I just added it. Yeah, there it is. So me and Sarah started a little garden in the back.
Oh, lovely.
So
It looks
I'm so
way
glad.
different than this now, but you got to keep them little
Those
rabbits. out.
marigolds.
Yeah, it's supposed to keep mosquitoes and insects and stuff
Mosquitoes
away.
away.
Yeah.
Like
Also,
the
other,
same
like,
thing for the
vegetable
lavender.
beetles and things like that that'll try to eat your plants.
Yeah.
That's
So you-
something we suffered with last year. We're also trying to start ours. I don't have any photos, but it's so nice
So
to see
it-
everyone
what
else
is-
gardening.
What is the one dead center there, the bright green in the center?
I can't
Is that
remember.
basil? What
the
is
bright
that?
one down there?
I
That
think
looks
so.
like basil.
I think it is. Yes. You're
There's an
correct.
ivy looks like in the
Yeah,
middle.
we got lettuce, we got onions, we got some green beans. So
I
There you
can't decide if basil or cilantro is my favorite herb.
I
love
do
both.
love me a fresh basil. I made a pesto
Had
out
some
of one of my
fresh
fresh
basil last
basils.
night.
It was really good.
I have the gene that makes cilantro,
Cilantro
taste like soap.
yes.
I
That's
get that.
unfortunate.
I totally get that, but I still love it. I do love
Yeah.
it. Just pile it on my Mexican food. All right, so we can do a drawing now. I
Yep,
guess.
I'm ready.
Ready? Let's
Okay.
go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Here we go.
Ooh. Okay. Is that
T. Tuckerman.
Yep.
Roger?
Broker? Okay.
Gimli 17. Echo Side. Okay, this one's gonna lock in. Nas.
Nazrock of Eregion.
There you go.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Nailed it. So if you see your name up there, exclamation point claim. This is episode number 246. Exclamation point I won something question mark. There you go.
Send
Hell
us
yeah.
an address to
Congratulations.
to Reaper Live, Pueblo, Colorado.
Congrats.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
No, very exciting.
The spiders away. Yep.
Yes, planting mint is a good one. Agreed.
And then I saw.
Rosemary.
Yeah. I saw in the comments Michael paints minis.
Yeah.
Something about retiring early.
Yes, he said he was going to file from early retirement from FEMA,
Oh, wow.
and so he might be around a little bit more.
Okay.
Cool.
Ooh, nice.
Congratulations.
I asked him to come on Reaper Land, so he might be coming on Reaper Land soon.
Nice.
Yeah.
We had Kara a few weeks ago,
Mm.
and Harper last week.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and then we'll probably have Ann on when she's in town.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yep.
Yes.
Crush rum with the plant mint because I need more drinks with mint, like mojitos.
There is
Maybe
mojito
that's-
mint.
Maybe that's a sign.
I had 3 different mint plants once. It was a chocolate and a spearmint, and then I had a mojito mint plant specifically. Like for
Really?
those- yeah, they're like these huge leaves.
I do
They're
love a
really
good-
good for
I
muddling.
do love a good mojito.
Yeah.
They're really good.
I do love a good mojito. Let's see, Mai Tais. Yeah. So we're just gonna get all kinds of
Yeah.
We're just talking about drinking.
That's
now.
another Jeep color right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My time.
So okay, what do y'all want to talk about first? Where do you want to go first?
Well, we could talk about ReaperCon. We could talk about some of the upcoming new releases
Yeah,
that are
we do have
coming
some
out.
new releases that are out and coming up.
What do we want to do first?
Let's talk about new releases. Let's still go ahead and do
Yeah.
that. Let's get those going.
That'd be good. Where are
When's,
those
our,
at?
when's
Where
our
do we
next
got
new
those
release?
at?
I don't even know what the date
Yeah,
is for.
John should have, I believe, some of them whenever he is ready.
Yes. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Is this the paint, including the paint as well?
Yeah, we can.
I mean,
we can talk about the
The
paint. 'cause
paints are
you'll
for
be right
sale.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I
They're
just
not
didn't
new,
know
but
if they
they're
were
for
considered
sale.
new release or not. I'm trying to find the picture of Quindy's shirt.
Oh.
Oh,
I know
Yeah?
Quindy's.
what shirt?
I know Quindy's sick right now, but she posted in the Discord. I can't find it right now. Oh well, I'll try to find it in a
Yeah.
second.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll find
For
it.
sure. Yes, Jeep newbie, you could definitely expect Mai Tais at ReaperCon. Just go to the bar.
Yeah.
They will make anything for you. For
Jeep
sure.
newbie, I'll drink a Mai Tai with you at the bar.
I mean, listen.
We actually used to have a run sheet for
yeah,
Reaper
we
Live.
did. College
Oh
used to do the
gosh,
worksheet
yeah.
all the
Don't
time.
remind me.
Yep,
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember it very vividly. It was a lot of fun to like see. You know, we need to talk about this.
Oh, look at there.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
look,
here we
there's our May
go.
promo.
Which one?
Good, because I forgot
That's
to bring
a
that.
promo for May.
I was
This guy?
gonna-
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was.
Oh.
What's that one for?
What?
Little.
That's in
That's a
May.
May new
Okay,
release.
Yeah, that's
okay.
a May new release.
All
That's
right.
a May new release.
Just not the promo. Yeah.
Cash Queen for Live, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, so this is the May promo. Since I won't be here in 2 weeks. Dylan has my youngest son Dylan's got a thing.
Sure.
He's doing an entrepreneur class, and they made a product called Night Bites, which are these edible, not edible in that way, but I mean, obviously you eat them, but not edibles, but they're these little balls of oats, and it's supposed to help you. It's not put you to sleep, but it just helps you sleep. Right?
Okay.
And
So
they're not
that's-
edibles?
They're not edibles in that particular category. They're not drug balls.
Immediately.
They are.
everyone's going on it.
They're just they have like, for example, it's got banana strawberry flavor, and they're like oats, and it's got like chemicals and stuff in them.
Yeah.
It's not really playing up.
I would
his-
assume
anyway,
some amount of melatonin, probably.
he's got a thing next week, a little presentation
Cool.
we're gonna go to. So I won't be here. So I think Benita might stand in for me, maybe.
Yeah, okay, I'll do
First
that.
you're hearing about it.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
So she'll be in my
Good call.
spot this year. But
Put me on
hopefully,
the spot.
the next Reaper Live Thursday?
Yeah, is it the
Do-
next one?
That's
Yeah,
also the
do-
premiere of the documentary is that night as
Oh,
well.
wow, that's exciting.
So
it's also the preview night for Thunderbolts.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
But that's not why I'm not going to be here.
Sure.
But I will be going to see Thunderbolts the next day because Dylan said we can't go see it on Thursday. We have to go see it on Friday. So I'll be seeing Thunderbolts on Friday. Anyway, this is the ogre.
Yeah.
for
This
next
is the main
week.
promo.
Back to what it is.
So I was going to say, I'm glad you brought it because I forgot it. And this is the May promo. This was sculpted by Glenn Harris.
oh hey.
I
Shout out to
know.
Glenn.
When I knew it was Glenn Harris. I knew Glenn sculpted this, but when I put the information in online, I almost put in sculpted by Bobby Jackson because it's
Oh my God.
very Bobby Jackson.
Similar in style, yeah.
Yeah, very
For sure.
similar style. But well, of
Oh,
course,
that's a good question. Let's see.
I asked Glenn to sort of, if you're going to do an ogre, you got to make it look like Bobby's, right?
Hey,
And
John.
he did a really
Hey,
good
what?
job.
Do you know where we're gonna get to see the documentary for people who aren't in Denton?
It'll be posted. So Jacqueline, the lady doing the documentary, said that she's going to give us all the footage, even all of the raw footage.
Okay.
So they're and then we're going to be able to publish it on our YouTube. So
Ooh, that's
it'll
cool.
be up.
Nice.
And we'll have all the raw footage as well. So that's pretty cool.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's the ogre mercenary, ogre bodyguard.
Ah, yes, and then for
so
Sir Force,
it's
for Sir
really
Force
cool.
scale.
So and this is a 2-part print.
Mhm.
So the axe head is separate. It's cut
Yeah, you
right
can't
at the
really tell, but it's
wrist.
cut at the wrist there.
Yeah,
I
right at
went
the
ahead and
wrist.
super glued it for the show, but it fits pretty seamlessly. You can't really tell without knowing ahead of time.
Oh, like his wrist.
Yeah, and then
And
the
the
axe
axe
fits
right there?
like right at where the handle
gotcha.
starts.
I
Plugs
got
in really nice.
Yeah, yeah,
Good
you really couldn't tell the difference.
seamless fit.
right here.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
Yep. And
Yeah, a
then
little bit
right
out of
behind
focus,
it, yeah.
but yes, yeah.
So Daryl's already painted the one for the promo,
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Okay.
Nice.
So long.
so we already got that done. So yeah, that's the November. That is the May
November?
I don't know. It's the May promotional piece. He's free.
Yep. Free.
Free.
It's a huge piece for a free piece. So
Yeah.
he is a free.
Yeah, let me.
It's really nice. No,
zoom
he
in a
is
little
really
bit
cool.
more.
So it's a steal for May.
Very much.
Drunk Gandalf.
Mm.
Old
I do
old
like
metal.
That
Yeah.
is our code name for this
Yeah.
particular character.
Kalinen,
Kalinen,
Dark Mantle.
Yeah, I
Kalinen
do
Dark
always
Mantle.
struggle with the names. I look at them, I'm like,
Sorry.
I'm not going to pronounce that
Sorry.
correctly.
Or just known to us colloquially as Drunk Gandalf.
I love him.
That was sort of the when Izzy designed this
Mm-hmm.
and Bobby sculpted it, it was sort of like, what do you want him doing? And it was like a drunk Gandalf, sort of teetering a little bit. And so
I mean, he is very.
he's cool.
Yeah.
He's a great figure.
I like
And
the Molotov or the like alchemy.
the
part of it.
I mean,
the potion
yeah,
of
if he
smoke
is
comes from
drunk
the potion
Gandalf, it
bottle.
might as well be a Molotov.
He is drunk Gandalf.
For sure.
Molotov the mage. So there you go. And so this is, forget their names.
Nice. You're the only one who
I-
knows him, Ron.
I know, but I forgot his name. Askerdale, I think. I don't remember. Sometimes they don't stick for until a few
Until
times.
after.
Steve
Yeah.
Scalman says he should be named Jimmy. Well, might as well, right?
Ooh.
Are these guys in the previews?
Yes,
Yes,
they
they
are.
should be.
Okay.
Yeah, you
find
could
it.
and
probably
this is
just look it up.
and so he's got his shield, and he's got it's not a mace or a club. That is a staff
Oh.
intended
Oh,
to
yeah.
be a staff of striking.
Yep.
Oh,
If you know
there's
what
the
that is
backside, okay.
from role playing games, it's a staff that'll put the hurt on you.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
His name is Askarleth.
A Scarlet, yes.
Askarleth.
Yes, that's him. He is an evil cleric with his staff of striking. Well, unless you don't want him to be evil, but it depends on how you paint him, right?
Yeah.
So
He could be good.
he could be
Yeah,
whatever.
he
you want.
could really just be trying to put the hurt on somebody.
He's just a dude.
For good, you know. Emphasis.
Trash. Stop with the paces jokes. We're not bringing that in here tonight.
This is Elmrin, I think.
Yes, Elmrin,
Ah, yes.
a handy dungeon henchman you can hire to go on your expeditions.
Mm-hmm.
I do like his big chunky boots. They are very nice.
Yeah, and these are all by Glenn Harris tonight. I think the ones we're looking at.
Shout out to Glenn.
Yeah, for real.
I don't know if he signed up to teach classes, but last year, a couple years ago, he taught the Nomad Sculpt classes at ReaperCon.
I believe Andy's doing that this year.
Yeah.
So,
And then Glenn is a Golden Sophie winner at ReaperCon.
Cool.
He won with his painted Hippo man.
Hippo
Yeah,
captain.
Nice.
Hippo thing.
This is Sir Rudolph.
So Rudolph. Another Glenn piece.
Mm-hmm.
They never
I
let
do
him
like
play
this
in any games.
Yeah, Glenn's running games. He's running DDRPG this year.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, that's what he's been doing
Yeah,
the
he's
past
been
couple years.
yeah.
Did he sculpt the slimes? The little baby slimes?
He did.
They are so
Last,
cute.
I think it was last year. He was doing a DDRPG game, and I walked by
Mm-hmm.
and gave somebody a luck point as I walked by.
Yeah.
But they were fighting a bunch of these little baby slimes.
Yeah,
And everybody at the table was like, "We want these. Make them."
they're
So
cute. Very cute. And this
Yeah,
is
very cute.
this is
Bernardo.
Oh yeah,
Bernardo.
Yeah,
Bernardo?
my favorite
The wizard.
boy. He's got like a
So-
little gnome hat.
Yeah, he's cute. He's got a little, and that's supposed to be a wand in his hand.
Yeah.
But if you want it to be a potion, it can be a potion,
This thing?
Yeah.
or
the
some
little
other
thing.
other device of that shape that you choose.
Immovable,
Yeah.
immovable
Little test
rod.
tube.
Leave it right
Yeah.
there.
A little test tube.
Yeah.
Sure, a test tube. Let's call
Im-
it that one.
immovable rod.
Battery's not included. So,
TM.
so I don't know what Glenn was thinking. I do know what he was thinking, and that wasn't it. It was a stop.
I was gonna say it just
Stop
kind of looks. It looks like a
floating.
cola bottle.
It's a wand.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I
Ron.
guess so. Yeah. Okay. All right, everybody. Here we go. Everyone stop.
It's
yes.
too late.
Thank
It's
you,
a Coke bottle.
Pokemon.
Yep.
Pokemamber. It's a Coke bottle. So okay. So those are the first half of May
Yeah.
releases.
Yeah.
Then we have the freebooters. Are those out yet? No, they come out on. Oh no, they should be out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
have
should be
those?
out already. Yeah.
Do we
A
don't
few
have
of them,
copies
like this
those?
one, is
Yep.
pretty cool.
Okay, there
I
goes
do
the
like that one,
Imperial
yeah.
Enchantress. Right.
Yes.
Is that this? With her, is that a monkey?
Yeah.
Little
Yeah.
monkey right there.
Just
I have
little
a
guy.
painted version as well. On my
The one
iPad.
that Derek painted.
Hmm.
Yeah, beautiful job by
Yeah.
Derek. Those stupid dots. I don't know why that happens.
Oh,
That's
this?
that's not my
Yeah,
fault.
those.
That is
It's not
that's a
me.
website.
I promise.
Exactly. Something breaks the link between the server and the website. I don't know what it is. Someone who in the know probably knows.
We'll have to figure it out.
I don't
Maybe.
know, but it means there's a photograph there. It's just not
Yeah.
connecting.
There's the little monkey. Super
Yeah.
cool.
He's so
So this is the
cute.
one
He's
painted
just
by
a little
Derek.
guy.
Derek heard me say on the stream that I didn't have a painted photo of this one. He goes, "I happen to have."
I just so happen. I have
And
it
so
here
if
in
you
my
click on the
magic
image
bag.
online, you can see the back, the front, and
Yeah. Okay. 30,000.
are you under previews? Or
Yeah,
new
I'm under
releases?
previews.
Yeah, if you go to new releases, you can.
That's
click on it.
amazing,
I don't
Steve
think she was
Skeleton.
there.
When are the dots going live, Ron?
Yeah, no
Order?
kidding.
Yeah.
There we go. And if you
One of my favorite
Oh, he did a
figures,
tattoo on her
honestly.
hand.
the little hint
Oh,
of,
that is
the
really
hint of
cool.
tattoos, Derek
Love
is
that.
just insane.
He's
And
a
you can see
skater.
there's
Ooh, I like that pattern on
Yeah,
the
the
robe.
ribbing on the back. It looks really sick.
That's a unusual pattern. That's cool.
Yeah. And, his
And then he
little,
did
little
the
monkey
base. Did a little close up of the base.
Yeah, with the water, the glowing runes. It
The
looks
I
glow-
like.
do
yeah,
like the
so-
glowing runes. Those are cool.
Yeah, these freebooter
Oh.
pieces are great because there are a lot of really little pieces, but they're just such nice little minis.
Yeah, they come together.
Feet
quite well.
pics, you know.
Yeah.
But you can see the slight OSL off of the robe
Mhm.
and
Oh,
the
just
foot,
look at the shoe, yeah,
Yeah.
and the
and
monkey's
the
face.
and the grass and,
And the
everything.
I was
It's
gonna say
just-
the grass, the rocks, the
it's just
monkey,
brilliant.
So
the
cool.
ankles, everything.
Derek is just a genius.
Oops.
Yeah, the monkey is a separate piece. Derek is a genius. So is Werner.
Yeah.
There you
All right. So do we have another freebooter?
go. Not on the table. I guess I have the
I was
like.
like, don't you have the Imperial Noble? Do you
guy
have
with a
him
hat?
with the hat?
Guy with a hat.
Maybe not.
Oh yes, I do
There
have
he
those. I
is.
do have those. Sorry.
And so I believe on this model, on the original freebooter piece, when you got it in, if you got it in metal from freebooter years ago, many years ago, if the hat comes off, but if you took his hat off in metal, it had this big. His head was just pinched, right? But Daryl went through and fixed it so that if you wanted to assemble the model without the hat,
You
his
could.
hair is not crimped in
Nice.
by the hat.
That's
So-
cool.
I love all the freebooter bases. They're all cool with all these like cool little.
Texture bases.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
all
I
unique.
agree.
Each one has a unique base.
Yeah, all of the bases that have been coming
So
out for these are
the
great.
the freebooter stuff, all the bases are COcast, right, John?
Yes. Yeah. You can
So
see
you
the
make all the
support
molds
right there.
for the bases, and then the rest of the stuff is printed.
Yep.
So it's like, it's better than what Werner put out in metal, which is hard to believe because those are beautiful pieces. They're really, really nice metal pieces. But the prints, once they've been digitally remastered, put out, they look really, really great. There's Clock and Booty on display.
Yep.
And she's topless, I think.
It's
Oh, yeah.
female
I
dark
remember
elf
seeing
on
this
lizard.
straight come out of the printer, and it was I couldn't help myself from laughing. It was just really good because when you see her off of the dinosaur, it's just like
Yeah.
But it looks good all together.
Yeah,
all
it looks good.
assembled.
Looks
It
really
looks really
good.
good.
Yeah, she's kind of wearing like some assless chaps.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah. It's
For
really
sure.
cool. And so these are all available now on ReaperCon. And so this summer, you're going to see a lot of freebooter pieces. We've been releasing about 4 a month.
Yeah.
But this summer, June and July, we're going to double up on the releases. This is going to allow us a little more time to get things ready for ReaperCon. The sculptors to sculpt stuff for ReaperCon. And so you'll get a heavy dose of freebooter, 8 pieces in June, 8 pieces in July, and then 5 pieces in August.
Just to kind of taper out and
Yeah,
finish
it
up
sort of
before September.
it sort of helps us get ahead, and it gives us a little breathing room sculpting wise to get some new stuff done for ReaperCon because there's a lot of really fun stuff coming up for ReaperCon this year.
Yeah, we really are trying to make it really fun this year.
Yeah, some of the iconics for ReaperCon, 2 of them have been sculpted. We have 2 more to go, and we have the one by Christine Manhattan, which we showed the art a few weeks ago. It's the ghost lady with the bells.
Oh, the bells. Yeah.
Yeah,
I have
she
to go
is
find
really
it, but
cool.
So Christine's working on that one. And yeah, so lots of
fun stuff.
fun stuff. Oh my gosh, it's time for another drawing.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
While we're getting all that settled, I believe it was. I couldn't get the rest of the username, but like Goddess asked if the egg dragon is going to be released for sale after April. Yeah.
It's absolutely yes.
I think it's for sale right
Yeah,
now.
it's
I
for
think
sale
it's for
right
sale
now,
right
but like
now.
after April,
will
it
be,
will
yes.
still be for sale.
Yeah.
You can still get it. You just won't get it for free.
Yeah.
Saub? It's a good question. I meant to add that in my meeting notes yesterday, but I didn't.
What
Which
was the
one?
question?
It's a big topic that everybody's talking about.
Oh, is it
But-
the okay?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
The tariffs.
The tariffs.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I don't have anything to say. I don't know anything about it. So
Okay.
there you go.
Let's see. So have we done the drawing yet?
Oh no, I can
Let's
if
do
you
that real
want.
quick.
Yeah, we'll do the drawing real quick.
Okay.
Sorry, I have too many things open. It's hard doing this. There you go. Can y'all see it?
Okay.
Pewter Rooster.
Oh, nice. 2000 Cesar?
Mm-hmm.
Sharp to smoke? Smoker?
Sharp de smoker.
Okay. Airwiz 130.
Ooh, Biscuits and Davy.
Oh, that one's cute.
Pewter Rooster. Speaking of Pewter Rooster, are you going to be helping me at Board Game Geek? Let me know. I got a badge for you. Just let me know. Pewter Rooster normally helps me. It's Frank. He teaches the juggling class at ReaperCon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mr. Lecoq.
Right.
Yeah, that one is fun.
Right.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Board Game Geek, it's coming up next month on the 22nd of May.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
We'll be doing the paint and take again there. So
Oh, good. That'll be tons of fun.
if you're there or if you're in town and you want to come help, let me know. I have a few more badges available for people that are going to come help. Me and Dave right now are going to be doing it, and probably Pewter Rooster if he says yes.
David Pugh.
Yeah, he sent me a text message and said, "Hey, I want to come to BGG." I was like,
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
Look at that.
Okay.
Rare Dave appearance.
Let's go.
Yes.
Yes. There
Okay.
you go.
And then I think we did that one.
Beep, boop, beep, boop, boop.
You go back to ReaperCon, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
mean,
say,
we
let's
do
go
have
Yeah.
quite a bit to talk
Yeah,
about.
let's go to
in
ReaperCon.
Okay, we
general.
can do
Yeah.
ReaperCon.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I'll get those things pulled up.
Okay. So
But go ahead.
tickets went live.
Badges went live. Yeah.
Sorry, tickets for classes, badges for admission.
Yeah.
Badges went live, so you were able to get your admission to ReaperCon now. They kind of got snuck in, kind of under the radar last Friday, but
Yeah.
they're not limited, so you guys don't have to worry
No,
about
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, look at there, Maltex's badge number 2.
Yeah. I'll say
Hey.
he speaking of him, he had a question about the t-shirts. He was
yes, in the swag bags.
Yeah. It asked him for a t-shirt size. So that means yes, you're probably gonna get a t-shirt
Yeah,
if you're
Yep.
asking for a t-shirt size.
yeah. So every swag bag this year will come up with which it comes with your 4-day admission, comes with the T-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have to cut off. So if you buy your badge before May
June 30th.
June 30th.
Yeah, I believe it's the
So you
30th.
have to buy your 4-day pass before June 30th. Any badges purchased after June 30th won't have the pre-order shirt because we have to give the order to.
Right.
Gotta get them
To our
printed.
t-shirt
You have to get them
manufacturer,
printed,
yeah.
so we have to cut it off at a certain date.
Yeah,
so
so-
just keep that in mind if you're waiting on your badges.
Yeah. So the plan is, I think, that we'll still put a voucher for a T-shirt in your bag,
Right.
Oh, that's
but
a
your
good idea.
size isn't guaranteed,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
I think that's the way we're gonna work it. We don't know. We're just
Yeah.
we're trying to figure it out. John and I briefly talked about it just via chat, but it was unfortunately not enough to really cover all our bases. So badges are live, so admission's going, so you can get your 4-day pass with a swag bag, which includes a T-shirt, which should be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that Jean's working on a T-shirt.
Yeah. It sounds really nice.
Sounds really cool. It's gonna be
Yeah.
a lot of fun. We haven't gotten to the point where we want to show it yet. Let's see. So we can talk about this. So here are some of the iconics that we are doing for the factions this year. This is our torn mail of the Kingslyre Knights. Each of the iconics has a little quote that hopefully kind of encapsulates their moods, right? Steel fails, flesh falters, but the oath reigns. And what is that oath? We'll just have to find out later.
Yeah, let's go.
So
Determined
these are going to be your
individual.
quote unquote your good guys. I did ask Brian Podell, our artist. I said I kind of want a stern, bright blade kind of a feel to this night.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what we got, and so I'm really happy with that. This is Sadra Seth, the Vampire Queen of Sullenhall. Once I loved, now I rule. So she's kind of got some attitude. Again, Brian Podell did the art on this, and really, really great. Really love the way it turned out.
Yeah. They look great.
So she's a bad guy, and this is Garavank the Ghoul King. He is a bad guy too, Cranky Dog. He is a bad guy.
For
The Knight's
sure.
the only good guy. Betrayal is the mother of hunger.
I don't know. I think he could be a good guy.
You
Look,
think? For
he's-
him, you know what? He thinks he's a good guy
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah, he's smiling. Good guy
Yeah,
smile.
he's smiling. Yeah, he's smiling. All right.
Good is in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
saying.
Then okay, yeah, he's just misunderstood.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah, he will eat your face. He's a bad
Yeah,
guy.
you know,
He is.
he's also got to eat.
Yeah.
He does.
It just happens
He
to be
does have to
flesh.
eat.
You know?
Yeah.
So you've got this battle between the ghosts of Galagard, the vampires of Sullenhall, and the ghouls of Dimgall, all trying to take Sullenhall for some reason. And it's all explained in the fluff, which we'll be revealing later.
Yeah.
And those are all going to be character models. There's one model or one piece of art we haven't shown yet because it's not done. This is for the ghosts of Galagard. Now the piece we did show, the ghost with the bells.
I'm trying to find her right now.
Yeah.
She's affiliated with the Ghosts of Galagard, but she's not the warlord for the.
Yeah, she's not the faction
Yeah, the
leader.
faction leader.
She's not the faction
yeah.
leader,
But she is really
she's
cool.
She's really cool.
I agree.
If you hear her bells, that means bad things are coming.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Uh,
That's a
we'll-
herald of bad news.
Ooh.
And that's kind of what she is.
Yeah, for
She's
sure.
a herald of bad news. And so so we've got a lot of fluff and a lot of background for these characters and the story. And so hopefully
It's
you guys will enjoy it.
Yeah.
the little bits that we read have been pretty good.
It's been expanded a lot.
Oh, I'm
over the last
sure.
couple of weeks. So
Yeah, I'll bet.
it should
I'm
be
very
fun.
excited to read
I
that.
found
It should
her.
be fun.
That'll be good.
And then there
So-
she is.
Yeah.
I
she-
have
yeah,
her
there
name,
she
but I
is.
forgot what I wrote down. So
Aw.
but she's the belly ghost chick is what she is for now.
Sure, that'll
Gorgeous.
work.
So Cranky Dog, there's one quote unquote good guy faction that's going to be the Knights of Kingslyre, and then you have the 3 undead factions who are all battling.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be a little bit larger than gaming scale. We think we may have a collector scale. We may do it like we did with Adepticon Sophie or Convention Sophie, where we have a
Yeah.
gaming scale version and then maybe a larger painting scale version.
That would be really cool for this one.
Yeah.
And you want to talk about the bases of these?
Yeah. So, well, on this one, it'll probably just, you know what? I don't know what we're going to do as far as the base on this, but
Not on this one, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
but
just in general.
on the other characters that we showed, they're all going to come on display bases as well as gaming bases. So, like the Knights of Kingslyre, that character
Yeah,
we showed,
I'm
Sir
fine.
Torrin Mail, he'll come on a decorative, I think a 40 millimeter display base, but he comes off the center of the base, so you can use him on a 1-inch gaming base if you so choose to do that. So if you want him for your character, he'll put on a 1-inch base. But if you want a cool painting model on a cool display base, all the tombstones and stuff
Yeah.
are going to be on the display base.
Nice.
So they
So you
come
can
right
see
off
there.
of there.
Oops.
So it'll be fun.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Like these little tombstones and the knocked over skulls and that
The
stuff.
ghoul
And then
one's gonna
you
be
see like
gruesome,
all
for
these.
sure.
Uh,
Palos?
Yeah, I will say the collector scale Sophie, will it be at ReaperCon or was it Adepticon only?
I think we have some bigger ones. for
I do
ReaperCon.
believe like it's going to be at ReaperCon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should, yes.
At
Well,
least
the
a limited
no,
few.
the swag bags aren't going to come with faction minis this year. They're going to be in a special box, which kind of leads over to Lauren and Benita.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been working on some like cool boxes for you guys.
People are already choosing sides over here. Look at this.
Of course they are.
Here we go. Till
The
they see-
story's just too enticing. You
Wait
have
till
to
we
pick
see
one
the
already.
story.
You haven't
Early-
even seen the fourth faction, guys.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really cool. Good stuff. I think Sadra Seth is kind of she's kind of very subtle, but I think she's really cool. And I think the night guy's badass too. And then
Yeah.
the ghost we haven't shown you guys, that's going to be the tipping one. That's
Yeah.
really going to
That one's going to be really good, I think.
So okay, yeah. So
Yes.
swag bag, you're going to get a Sophie, a cool mouseling. You're going to get the T-shirt. You're going to get all these other things. The
Right.
things you normally expect from us.
Yeah.
Some paint colors, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, some pretty
pretty
we're
colors.
going to get try it in there. That'll be good.
Your paint. But then,
Yeah.
so luckily,
Yeah.
Benita and Lauren have sort of taken over the control of ReaperCon goodies.
Yeah.
And
A
have
little
been
bit.
doing a lot of research. Y'all go ahead and just let her rip on what we're thinking
right.
about this year. So all this is subject to change, but this is kind of what we're thinking so
Yeah.
far.
So we've been trying to figure out what we can sell, what was fun, what was not just like a swag bag. And so
Yeah.
we made up a couple different boxes that we're going to try to create something worth looking into and buying.
Yeah, for sure. And it's not just like a do or die kind of box where it's like I have to get this box or I don't get anything else. Like this gives you a couple of different options to look through. Maybe you're interested in one part of the hobby more than the other part of the hobby, so you can pick and choose from there.
So for
Or you just
example,
get
like
all of it.
previously, like last time we did a box was I think 2022,
I think
23
so.
23
23.
was the barrel gate box.
Yes. Yeah.
And I think right. Yeah, I believe that
Yes,
was what it
yeah,
was.
I
That was
think
the barrel
so.
gate box, and it was like
Yeah.
a $200 box. But we decided that we wanted to try something different this year, right?
Yeah, we wanted to make it smaller,
Right.
so it's a little bit more like palatable to be like, okay, it's not $200, but maybe you can
It's
get.
digestible for sure.
So what's the thinking so far on the we're talking 3 box types or 2 box types? At least 2.
We
At
have at
least
least
two.
two kind of figured out.
Kind of what are y'all thinking so far on these 2 boxes? What are the themes? What are they?
So the first one's going to be the Sullen Hall box. That one's going to be all like the themed goodies, the themed minis, the themed paints.
Right. All the things that have to do with the ReaperCon that you're attending this year specifically, it'll have like all the factions and everything in there. Comprehensive box of everything that you'll be seeing at the con.
Yeah. And then the second box that we were playing with a little bit is going to be more of an artist box.
Yeah.
Like for the painting side of it.
box.
Yeah,
The
more of a hobby box, essentially for all your painters out there. People who are interested in having a little bit more access to tools that might have our faces on them. Maybe have the logo on there, but it's something that you can bring back to cons time and time again, or just have them in your home to use at home to be using on your.
Can you
on your
give some
figures.
examples of what
Maybe
people might
like-
see?
Maybe like a couple of aprons, maybe a couple of cutting mats, so that you can like not just modify your figures, but also maybe do some terrain and stuff on there.
Yeah.
That way.
That way you don't have to pack it. It's going to be
Yeah.
here.
Yeah,
at the con.
exactly. Yes, exactly, precisely.
There was a really cool thing you guys sent me. It was the brush pouch holder.
I
thing.
do
Oh,
like the
yeah.
bag.
Really
yes,
that one.
I do like a
That was
good
cool.
brush bag.
Yeah,
As a
it
painter
was nice.
myself, it's really hard to like pick and choose which ones I want to bring and then also store them well enough if I'm gonna go anywhere. And so having a nice roll-up bag that doesn't take up too much space would be really cool.
Yeah. And the one y'all sent I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
We had some pretty good ones.
Yeah, the cutting mat I think we were talking about. I'll do the top down just so we can.
Yeah,
talk
which
about
by
it.
the way,
for
the
sure.
cutting mat was definitely John found that super early on, which actually kind of spurred me and Bonita to be like, hey, maybe we should do like an artist, like
yeah,
hobby
like
box.
a whole box.
But we've been talking about it. We don't know if we want to do, because I know we can customize the color, and I know we want to put the Reaper logo. So we're talking about where to put that.
yeah.
But the color, obviously, we want to do probably black and gray or gray
Black
and
or green or
black.
something like
Yeah,
that,
that's usually our go-to.
Because it's really good for streaming as well, for the camera and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. And then I put this idea on the Discord, and people were suggesting getting different sizes of the cutting mat. So in the box, you have a certain size, and then
Right.
you sell in the booth a bigger size if people want it.
Oh, that could be
and
cool.
things like
Yeah.
that. That's an option, but nothing concrete yet. So
Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't have anything concrete. Office gray cutting mat. Yeah, sure.
Mojito colored,
Colored mat. Yeah,
Maybe
for sure.
bikini colored mat.
Yeah, juice.
A
You know,
juice
gets.
colored mat. Y'all are
Yeah.
thinking really, really great here.
Hey, listen.
Yeah, we're sourcing out some places. We're looking at what's available, like what colors there are,
Yeah.
trying to figure out what we want best for that.
For sure.
I know Bonita has a ton of paint ideas. We're not going to talk
I'm not
going
going
to
to talk too much on it, but I am trying to source out some fun stuff. Maybe things that might have to do with the theme of where we are, and maybe ghostly influences on some of these paints. So we'll see how that
Exciting,
turns out.
exciting.
We're gonna have to play around in the chemistry lab with that one. So
Yeah, the
we'll
scratch
see
and
how it goes.
Sorry, I saw the scratch and sniff cutting mat.
Yeah.
How about
sure.
scratch and sniff paint?
Ooh,
That seems
hold
dangerous.
on.
That
Cranky
sounds
dog.
like a lawsuit right there. Hang on.
really
Drow
quick,
nipple.
Drown nipple color mat.
maybe,
Yeah, that could be
okay,
good.
That's a
I mean,
nice
listen,
purple
it's a nice
color.
lavender
It's a good,
color.
nice
Yeah, it's a
bruised
very
color.
lilac.
It's a nice color. It's
let's do a giveaway real quick, and then we'll get back to boxes.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
There you go.
My car mats will be Reaper cutting.
MG photo.
Mhm.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ezra's eye.
Hi, good
Yeah.
job. Hero Archer? Fiero Archer.
Yeah.
I can't read. It's
No
fine.
time for bull.
Nice. And what up 5,000?
There you go.
Amazing.
Dude.
Exclamation point
Dude.
claim.
Yeah.
In your email, this is episode number 246 of Reaper Live to get your $20 credit to reapermini.com.
Yeah, let's go.
Congratulations. We just need claims from Fiero Rocher,
Ah,
Rocher.
Rocher. Okay.
That makes
Rocher.
sense.
Edra, and No Time. If you can hear me. I know I put this up so you can see your names because a lot of people sometimes might be eating dinner or something.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. And we'll check back if you haven't claimed. So there you go.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, they just claimed. So
Tears,
Perfect.
all right,
I'm
ReaperCon.
tears on that was uncalled for. Um, okay, so all right, ReaperCon. Let's see what else.
There's a ton of classes input already.
Yeah.
a lot.
If you've gotten your badge and everything, you can go to the event schedule and look at the list of classes and things like that. The factory tours got put up. Obviously,
Yeah.
these aren't live yet, but
Just a
you can
preview.
still they're scheduled and they're ready to go, but
Yeah.
they haven't been turned on. So they're still being input by teachers and things like that.
Yeah, Carrie Michael Cosby finally put her classes in today.
Yay.
There are some notable absences so far, but I expect these people to get theirs in. Rhonda hasn't put hers in yet. Derek hasn't put his in yet. But a lot of your favorite painters who are coming back, Bryce Kokenor and
Beckley,
Proctor.
Oh, yeah.
Davis.
Kokonor's
Elizabeth
already got a
Beckley's
couple
coming
of
back.
those in there. Yeah. Proctor's
A
in
lot of
there.
our favorite painters.
Drew
are coming
Olds,
back.
Mr. Cecil's coming back
Yeah,
for the first
yeah.
time in like 3
Oh.
years.
Yeah.
Did notice that.
I'm excited to see him.
Laura's teaching her Minis Manage class
Yeah.
2 times.
The popular
Yeah,
minis
back to
band.
back.
Photos teaching his. Dave, email me privately. I'll see if maybe I can bend the rules for your class. So yeah, they're scheduled like John said.
Yeah.
Next thing to do is just turn them on, and I think John,
Yes.
a good day to turn those on would be May 2nd.
Wow, we have a hard date. Look at that.
Okay.
We have to discuss it, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that's 2 weeks from tomorrow. It's a good day. It's a Friday.
It's a Friday.
Maybe possibly then. But we will let you guys know for sure before
Yeah.
we make any decisions.
Yeah. I think chat. Let us know here. Let me pull up chat so I can see. But let us know what you think because a lot of the times we do everything at noon. I don't know what would be a better time, but if there is a better time, I think we do it at noon because we can fix problems if problems arise. But we need to figure out once we do get a time and date, we need to tell Tabletop so they can allocate more servers for us.
Yeah.
Because I know that there's been some conventions recently, not to say names, but they crashed the site and had a big issue with their tickets, so they had to delay class tickets and things like that. So
Rip.
luckily that didn't happen for us last year. Luckily everything kind of
Yeah,
went
worked out
super
pretty well
smooth last year.
Yeah.
Because we told them, hey, noon on this day, we're going to turn tickets on. And they gave us extra server space and things like that. So we'll do that again this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
'cause
see.
We are #professionals here.
Yep. All right, listen.
I guess
our
real quick,
best.
I'll jump in on ReaperCon stuff real quick for me. Blood on the Clock Tower. Brian Stiltz has been recruiting and coming up with custom scripts. So last year he asked me what the theme was going to be for ReaperCon. And so he came up with, or he's coming up with some scripts, custom, with the factions and the theme and the graveyard theme and things like that. So that'd be really cool.
That's cool.
And he's requested a second area. So There right now there'll be 2 areas for Blood on the Clock Tower. So it was been growing every year. So now there's going to be 2 games running, or 2 areas where the game will be run during the convention.
That's awesome.
That's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's gonna be great.
And then that I think that's it for me right now for that on that end.
Word.
Until we talk about graveyard stuff, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
I will say. Hyper Bunny has mentioned their classes being approved.
Yes, it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
submission has not been approved yet.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk to Hyper Bunny yet, and we haven't talked at all about her class. So Hyper Bunny, email me privately so we can talk about this.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, a lot of the times Ron told me, obviously, if he doesn't recognize the name, he has to do a little bit more steps
obviously, I
and
know
things like that.
Hyper Bunny
Yeah.
from the
Yeah, yeah,
stream,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think I know Hyper Bunny unless if she came and punched me in the face, I wouldn't. know who she was. So
They were
before she
on-
does that at ReaperCon, I would like to maybe exchange some information.
Her and her husband were on the plane with us to Adepticon.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know you mentioned she was at Adepticon.
Mm-hmm.
I know that there was a new name. There's another name, Pegasus. I don't know.
Oh,
who that is.
Pegasus? Oh, he's a long-time forumite.
I don't know who Pegasus is.
He was dressed up like a unicorn last year at ReaperCon.
I remember Randy
think I
Mendoza dressing up
remember-
like some strange animal, but I
Yeah.
don't
A squirrel, yeah.
Yeah.
as usual.
Yeah.
And then Lane Clemon, who is a well-known painter in the Kubla Khan circuit, but has never taught at ReaperCon before. So,
And Pegasus is the bingo card, the forumite bingo card.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
the creator of
Yeah.
that.
Pegasus has submitted a class, but has not been approved yet.
Yeah.
So
Yes, he's
there's
fabulous.
some, and when I get new instructors, I'd sort of like to just sort of feel things out first before we.
Oh, yeah, in the
approve things.
vendor hall.
It's probably not going to be a big deal, but
Yeah.
I just kind of like to get a little more information
Yeah.
before we do that. So,
For sure.
anyway, what else?
Yeah, we can talk about the little graveyard idea. We can
Yeah.
like flesh that out a little bit here on
Go for it.
Reaper
That'd be
Land, or
good.
Reaper Live. Yeah, so we wanted to do something more interactive this year. We wanted to have a little bit more fun. And so we came up with this idea of almost like design your own tombstone. And that way everybody at the con who would get this little tombstone and we could build a little diorama and then we could see each other in the little graveyard. Because
Yeah.
it's Sullen Hall graveyard themed.
Right.
And ever since we brought that idea to life, we've been all like talking about it, discussing it. Ron. John has had some good ideas on how to like make it a little bit more interactive, a little bit more fun.
Yeah.
Bonita's been starting on a paint job of one of the little tombs that will be the little set decoration.
For sure.
So, John, do you want to talk a little bit about your idea, or do you want us to kind of?
I got it. Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk. I haven't talked to Ron, so I'm going to do it live.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's always fun.
Big surprise.
know.
Here we go.
Yeah.
So
This is to start just an idea. We're still working.
this is an
on it.
idea,
Yeah.
chat.
Okay.
Logistics.
Yeah,
We're
this
working
is
on
not-
logistics.
Here we go.
You know,
Okay.
finally approved or anything.
Yes, let me pull up chat so I can read it. So the idea is to have different rarities. So you have common, uncommon, rare, and legendary. You have 5 tombstones for each one, right? So you have 5 tombstones for common. That would be like your pile of rocks with sticks sticking out, basic
Yeah.
tombstones. And they get progressively more elaborate, right? And you would get these by taking classes, submitting for the MSP, hobby hijinks, just
Like
doing...
the way you
Doing-
get fashion
participate.
tokens.
Exactly.
You earn
So
them.
so like all the teachers and stuff will have like a grab bag. So they'll reach in, grab a tombstone, and hand it to you. So you could get a rare one, and so you could collect all of them if you want. If you get extras, you can paint them and bring them to the graveyard. That's the idea. Is that I guess the idea is that each faction will have their own graveyard, and so you can come and paint your tombstone and then take it to the base intake table.
Yeah.
With all the basing stuff, and then decorate it, and then put it in the graveyard. And then I think the idea that we wanted to do is at the end is kind of combined all the graveyards into like one big diorama.
Yeah,
we are
that's
trying to do
still
multiple.
kind of up in the air, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're trying
Yeah.
to figure out if we want to
Yeah.
do graveyards for each faction, so
Or
you
just
could
one big
contribute
graveyard.
it, or we can put it all on one big
Yeah.
diorama. That'll kind of have to be as we go, figuring out what kind of the central point of those graveyards are, because obviously it'll be a lot of like flat land for you to be placing your graveyards on, but you do want a centralized like. This is the Sullen Hall crypt.
Yeah.
This is where the vampire mistress lives. This is maybe just the vampire faction, and then we have
Yeah.
like a ghoul one, maybe a human encampment.
Yeah, y'all had a good idea with like the Kingslayer ones. You could have like a bonfire, like they're camping or whatever.
Yeah,
It's just kind of
exactly.
slightly themed.
Yeah.
Themed around
sections.
whoever your faction is, so that you can kind of contribute your gravestones to the factions that you want to support as well.
And this will create like a cool little collecting thing, because then you can go to your other
Trash.
members of the convention, the other attendees, and be like, "Oh, did you get this one yet? I got 2 of these. Do you want to trade me one of yours?" That way you can kind of collect them if you want, and then if if you want to paint them and put them in the graveyard,
Yes,
that'd be
precisely.
great.
You could pair it up.
So
with the obsidian
obviously this
grids,
isn't the time or
for sure.
place for this, but I was thinking, what if you didn't do 5 of each? What if you made the rarity like actually rare? So you had 5 commons, 4,
3, 2.
and then 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
So to get the legendary one, there's very few of those.
Right.
Right. So
Yeah.
you really have to try.
That could be really
now,
cool.
That's
once
fine.
they
That's
paint
fair.
them and put
Yeah.
them on the graveyard or the graves, the
They're
cemetery,
ours.
the
Yeah,
Reaper keeps them.
We
Yeah,
keep
they're
it.
ours.
We're gonna keep that diorama for sure.
And so people are not going to decorate their.
You'll have to
their
come on a
graveyard.
tour to see where it's at. Oh no.
So you will be donating your paint jobs to
Yeah,
Reaper
yeah.
Miniatures Incorporated.
But it's cool. It's a cool idea. I think it's a great idea. I
it
love
does,
this idea.
It sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, very
yeah,
much
that was
so.
a good idea. It was a
We
lot
are
of
trying to
fun.
make it a little bit more inclusive, a little more interactive. Something that people can feel like they're really a part of at that point.
kind of.
that is-
I'm always
There you go,
looking for
Maltex.
Yeah.
gamifying
Pepperoni
things.
on mine too.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
All
that's
right.
the idea. I think with the graveyards. I think.
It's
Yeah.
fun. It'll be fun.
It's
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it will be a lot of fun.
agreed.
Now we just got to get the tombstone sculpted.
Yeah.
Yeah,
believe-
that's why I want
I
to talk
believe
to Ron.
Kevin is working on those,
Mm-hmm.
or going to work on those, and then Kevin's also working on a special the vendor punch
Yeah,
card
the giveaway piece,
figure.
right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh,
So
it's really cool.
I think Lauren, you came up with the idea for that yesterday.
Yeah, I was just
We're gonna keep it a secret.
yeah, I was just shouting words, and then like we just
Something
like kind of
stuck.
like you
Yeah.
know
It's stuck.
yeah.
It's gonna be cool. He was already working on it today. He's actually got the base form done, and now he's just to.
And this is for the vendor punch card. So you
Vendor
go
punch
around to
card.
all the vendors,
Mm-hmm.
and you
Yeah.
get it, and then when you bring it to the booth,
Yeah,
Yes.
now he's
Okay.
just knocking out all the details.
Pretty
much.
So excited.
It's gonna be cool. Did he explain it to you what he wanted to do? Yeah, so he drew a picture.
Yeah,
today
he
for
came
me.
downstairs and he was like, "I want to do some of these things, but I'm not sure
Dang.
which one."
I
I'm
was-
like, "You should do some of these. This will be
He,
cool."
I kind of wanted to go a different direction with it, but I was like, Kevin, do what you want to do. You can do what you want to do.
Yeah.
I said, but I told him, I said, once you do this one, maybe you should do a couple more in
I
different
mean,
styles.
you could. That's
Yes, and
true.
we'll
You
just
could
have a
do that.
pack
That'd
of
be
these
cool.
Things later.
Yo.
Hold
Okay,
on.
but if he has the time, that could be really cool.
Y'all are just gonna have to wait and see what we're talking about some other time.
Yeah.
So just hang.
Yeah,
in
y'all
there.
would love it. Just trust us.
Yeah.
The Galvin Crafts, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Mm-hmm,
Of course. Yes, we would probably do that.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. What else?
Okay, I think we've got.
oh yeah, if they work well, you could sell them as tombstone packs. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
no,
They could come out as
100%, yeah,
packs.
for
that's
sure.
a good idea.
Steve
A set.
Skellman, if Derek Schubert will do the karaoke thing again, we will do the karaoke thing again.
Yeah, nice. That could be fun.
Okay, let's,
Let's see.
see.
But yeah, so the boxes.
Yeah, we
so
got the
we're
boxes.
Working on that. A couple
Yep.
of different box ideas. What else? Badges. We're
Yep.
working on the
Right.
actual
The actual
lanyard
badge
with
art.
the badge art.
Yeah.
The T-shirt. Gene's going to work on one of the T-shirts. It sounds really cool.
Mm-hmm.
If you know anything about blacklight art from the 70s, should
Be
pretty
excited.
cool.
Yeah.
It should
Be
be really cool.
very
excited.
excited.
Speaking of things that glow, did you get to experiment with your light?
So
yet?
that's what I'm trying. Yes, I got some of the light. So I have figured out which of our bases are UV reactive on their
Aha.
own. So,
Yeah.
fun fact, guys, if you haven't figured this out already, your paints are UV reactive. The paints that we sell on a regular, just you can buy them on the website. Some of them are UV reactive more than others.
Yes.
Some of our
Cool.
metallics are going to be a little more UV reactive. The ones that are in like a clear duration base. The clear gloss topper is super UV
Oh,
reactive.
that's cool.
Yeah.
So if you top something off with a gloss topper, it's very likely that if you shine like a little blacklight flashlight on it, it'll glow.
So this gives me another idea for ReaperCon.
Oh,
Of course it
There's
does.
A blackout room.
I mean,
with
that would be
people
really
with
sick.
displays of painted stuff.
Of painted
and like-
figures.
yeah.
You guys could bring some figures and we can display them. That would be really cool.
Pretty neat. Yeah, phosphates do that, says Maltex.
yeah.
Yeah, lots of fun stuff. Lots of fun stuff. Okay, real quick, and it is time for another giveaway. We can do
Yeah.
that real quick.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, who we got here?
Is that WDF 23?
Ajala. And
Samurai
Samurai
Jack
Gallon Crafts?
Galvin.
Galvin Crafts. Got it.
and Laura
Laura
Painted
Painted
Minis.
Minis.
Yeah, Painted Minis. Yeah.
There you go.
Did y'all watch Samurai Jack?
I love
Yeah.
Samurai
Samurai
Jack.
So good.
And
so
the
good.
reboot, the reboot was great.
I did not see that.
Ah,
Oh,
I,
it was
I
so
always
good.
intended to, but have y'all seen Is it Primal? Is that the other
Yes,
Kennedy
that's
Cody?
the other one. The Tarkovsky.
Badass.
Yeah, it's really good.
Have you watched
That
Arcane?
one's very
I've not watched the second season yet.
I
but
haven't either. I really want to.
First season. Sorry, have we seen what yet?
Arcane. Have you watched Arcane yet?
Stop.
It's okay, Ron. You're not the only one.
Although my son watched all 4.
John Wick?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
On his phone. I'm like,
On his phone?
our kids these days.
That's
watch
crazy.
movies on their phones. Connor watched Game of Thrones, the entire series on his
On
phone.
his phone?
Like, what is wrong with you watching things?
Child,
on
put
your
it on a
phone?
projector. At least.
You-
At least.
You've got a computer. You've got an
Get the
iPad,
DVD player out.
dude,
honestly.
whatever, yeah.
Good Paladin.
On your phone.
Yeah, it shows my age that I have
I
the
tell you
DVD
what.
collection. That I'm
Kids
like, I
these
need to get it.
days.
Yeah. For sure.
Kids
That's
these days.
crazy.
Someone asked about the DDRPG update. Okay, we did an update yesterday, I believe. It was another guest update by Joe. He's like, "Are you going to do an update?" I'm like, "You write the damn thing." And so he does. And so Joe did the update. It's basically telling you kind of what you already knew. We're still working on it. It's a matter of now, like, I really want to spend a lot of time working on the layout. That's pretty much all that's left. There's a few pieces of art that are left. Let's see, you can scroll down through here. And Joe is saying, yeah, we're working. There's one of
wow.
his maps that we then turn over to the Forge Studios to turn into the cool graphic map. So that's Joe when he draws his maps, and we turn that into the artist who makes a cool map out of it.
Nice.
Blah blah blah. We're behind. Here's a hill giant
Ooh.
done by Max Dunbar.
Cool.
Hey.
We love Max.
Yeah, I want him to come to. He's teaching a bunch of workshops, but I want him to come to ReaperCon.
He's doing a lot of good stuff, right? I almost took one of his classes, but I don't know how to draw, so it wouldn't help.
Aw.
So there's this is a piece of art from the Hills Edge province, not from the Denizens book. This is a piece by Gene.
Oh, that's a good one.
Gene just texted me, by the way.
That's so cute.
He said this is for a little town in the Hills Edge called Greenwood End, and he goes, I don't think I want to do the background on the shield. I think I kind of like the checkered background.
I like the
little
checkered background.
So I'll need to talk to Gene afterwards and go, why, Gene? Why do you want to take this?
It's a pretty big shield for a little tiny squirrel.
Yes, it is.
Listen,
So-
he needs to protect his
Yeah,
hoard.
his nuts.
Yeah.
Dr. Bob. Dr. Bob, all your nuts belong to us. We could put this on a T-shirt. We damn well sure could.
I mean, it'd be a
I'm
good
joining
t-shirt.
whatever her shirt is. And there's Sadra Seth again. We announced the
you go.
ReaperCon thing. So yeah. So
Oops.
we are working on it. I know that Kevin's working on Masters. Here's the thing: even if the books were done, the
Yeah, we
figures
still have to
aren't
get
done.
all the figures.
And if the figures were done, the books aren't done.
Yep.
So,
I've been making a ton of masters. I did all the goblins. I'm about to work on the cultist.
Yep.
Yeah.
there's a lot still to do. We talked today about increasing our print capability and our print schedule by a third or a 50%, I guess, actually, tonight or starting this week. So we're going to be starting another shift to start helping out with the printing so we can get more figures done a little more quickly. Now, Courtney's sort of overloaded by all the things he's got to do because he doesn't have to do just DDRPG and ReaperCon
Yeah, he's doing
And-
regular production too. Right?
and stuff for Michaels we got to do. And
Yeah, oh my
we
God,
got to do DDRPG. So.
Yep.
Lots of things to juggle for
And
sure.
I don't, in the Reaper's personnel is a lot smaller than this year and last year than when it was a few years ago when we had all these people working for us. So it's kind of we're all spread out pretty thin. So thankfully we've got Lauren and Benita helping this year with ReaperCon planning because we certainly needed the help for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons why Bonita gets to sit in front of Chaos Coordinator because she
Yeah.
is definitely helping out for sure.
A lot of chaos to coordinate.
Yeah, previously,
few.
some of the people who worked in the warehouse and worked in production weren't able to help with ReaperCon planning
Yeah.
because and now we can. So
Yeah.
thankfully you guys are helping out because we've needed help for the last 20 years.
I was gonna
already.
say we've needed help for a long time, but you know,
But it's hard to do when you only have.
it's
two
just a
people
matter
doing it.
of juggling it all, really, and just keeping a balance on
Absolutely.
what you can do.
And so the good thing, and that's what I need personally. I need people, ankle biting all the time. Where's this? There's thing. Get this thing done. And that's what you need. If you don't
Yeah.
have that, things can fall through the cracks.
Yeah, the whole
So-
factory functions on ADHD. You gotta have the constant reminders, otherwise nothing gets done.
Troy Biz, what if we want all the books but don't have the ability to do the PDFs? Well, I guess you could wait for the print version,
Yeah.
right? Which it would be really fantastic if we had print copies at ReaperCon, and that is the goal that we're shooting for, is to do that. We kind of hinted on this a little earlier, how are tariffs affecting Reaper and our production? Of course, it's affecting us. We do a lot of stuff overseas, and it is going to affect us. We're trying to look at some alternative solutions to meander through this, but we're just having to work within the framework we have. So
Yeah, for sure.
So there's
Working within
nothing.
our
We don't have
means.
any big announcements or anything, but it's just
Yeah.
we're doing our best to manage.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, there shouldn't be any extra cost being passed on to y'all guys at this point. Like that's something we're definitely thinking about and keeping you guys in mind as we're moving forward and navigating through these things.
Steve Skillman has been offering constant guidance. He,
Oh yeah.
I
For
told him
sure.
I meant to ship a CeoCast machine to him UPS ground today, but I think I didn't put the tracking number on it. So
Oh,
if you don't get it, Steve, I don't know what was going to happen to it, but
Yeah.
you should have tracking. Or not.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I just put it. I just put it in a box. Right.
Yeah, accurate. Very accurate.
Thanks, Hopper Bunny. Goddess we could make Steve Skellman pay the tariffs, and Goddess thank you for
Yeah.
helping me with all the information regarding shipping and tariffs too. It's been very, very, very helpful. Hopefully, we hope things will sort of. I mean, it's been a wreck for the entire industry.
Oh yeah.
Not just.
Oh no, it's not
the
just
whole
us.
world.
For sure, it's everybody.
It's everybody, right?
It's
And so-
everybody.
and just our little slice of the hobby industry, and then our very little slice of the micro or the miniatures
Hobby,
industry within
yeah.
the hobby industry. Yes, it's affecting everyone.
Yeah.
So, we're doing our best. We're going to do our best.
Yep. We'll make it through.
But
We always
I
do.
mean, it does seem inevitable that something's going to happen. Unfortunately, it's going to have to pass down the consumer. But we will definitely try to be transparent about it when that happens.
Yeah.
Yep.
Trash, we're trying. We're doing
We're
our
really
best
trying, yeah.
to make that change. So, yeah, a lot of people are sending in messages about it right now. I know that Steve Jackson made a big post, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of
A lot of
companies are
companies have, yeah.
making posts about it.
Yeah.
For sure.
But,
I mean, everybody's got to make adjustments. It's just
It
kind
sucks.
of inevitable.
it sucks.
Yeah, even
does
if
suck.
it's just the global supply chain.
That's the way it is.
Because even if those factories need like certain types of metals and
Mhm.
you
And
know
can't
things
get a
like
hold
that,
Of them, then
yeah, raw materials and
Yeah.
ingredients
Yeah.
and things like that, it's gonna affect everything down the chain.
It
so.
sucks. We're gonna do our best.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we will let you guys know as soon as we know anything.
Yeah.
Now
we're
we're just kind
we're
of
going to
sort
be in
of
communication.
Day by day.
kind of waiting to sort of see what's going to happen because
Yeah. Because it
it's
does change.
all
very
negotiation.
frequently.
There's David Diamondstone's piece.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean. I was gonna get it ready, but I hit
Let's
the
look,
button.
okay, let's look at it. It's
I mean,
Just
listen,
a
yeah,
few more
no
things at the end of the show here.
okay,
that I
what you
have.
got? It's John's grab bag. Let's go.
Ooh,
So I saw this.
I love the lighting.
He said he was
Brilliant.
taking a break from doing mostly Warhammer stuff,
Uh-huh.
and then I think he got this at ReaperCon last year. Did you give this to him?
It looks like it.
Not specifically.
Okay.
But he got it obviously from ReaperCon last year.
I just didn't know who got this miniature. Oh, this was the iconic.
This is one of the icons.
Oh, okay. For
For
some reason, I thought it was one of the 4 Dungeon Dweller pieces that were like displayed. But
No,
okay,
yeah,
you're
no.
right.
It's
this
just the
is
guy from the
This was
back,
the
yeah.
iconic. You're right.
Yeah.
Because I have my Facebook profile picture is my face
Yeah.
on his face. That's right. That's right. Yeah.
That's awesome. It's
Super,
badass.
super epic.
David is brilliant. He is a brilliant artist.
Super epic. And he got his first Golden Demon this year. So.
Yeah.
yeah,
Cool.
Yeah, we talked about that last show.
Nice.
And then pictures of Zeus.
Yeah, our Zeus
Yeah,
update.
good
We love
boy.
him.
Classic Zeusy bear.
So
Yeah,
happy.
We do.
He now has a fan blowing on him constantly, and he loves it. He just conks out right underneath that desk.
Yep. Yeah, he passes out.
He'll be at ReaperCon, I'm sure.
Oh, for sure.
He better.
Ron will drag him there
I
personally.
love Zeus. He comes
Yeah.
and sees me in my office sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, he just goes
What are
upstairs.
you
Yeah,
doing
Zeus
up?
does-
Like,
yeah.
yeah, he just walks in like, what
Zeus
are
has
you doing
decided
up
to
here?
adopt the factory as a home place, so he just like does little patrols around everywhere.
This was a little bit behind the scenes of them shooting the last shot for the documentary. They were doing some lighting tests and everything like that.
Nice.
It's gonna look pretty cool. If this was all the skeletons that were painted at the paint and take just a couple years ago that Ludo did for the diorama for Ed
Yeah.
Oh.
that
I
he
remember
gave to
that.
Dave, and so Dave was gonna get a diorama made with all the skeletons around Ed. And so Jacqueline, the girl there, she in the documentary she heard that idea and she wants to end the documentary with that scene of a close up of all the skeletons and stuff like that. And they zoom in on Ed. He's standing on the right. He's like standing above everybody on the right there.
That's cool.
And so their rack and focus and everything like that. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I saw the first 30 seconds of the documentary. It's actually it's pretty funny.
That's good.
Yeah, it starts with Dave saying it was a dark and stormy night, and then it cuts to a bunch of miniatures with like thunder and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
So yeah, there you go.
Let's have a Zeus faction. I agree.
Just a dog,
100% agree. Just
dog
dog
only.
faction.
Yeah.
Dog only. Get a dog faction with a dog figure, dog points. It'll be great.
Yeah, Zeus Mini might be a good idea.
Yeah. I believe John did say that we'll be able to watch the documentary on our YouTube.
Yes. Once it
after.
premieres on May 1st,
Okay.
then she'll give us all the footage.
Yep.
And the finished documentary. So I'll be able to upload it onto our YouTube channel.
Nice. I guess we'll give announcements on when that's up and live.
Yeah,
closer to
I'm
when
assuming it'll be after that.
happens. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? That's something we can put in the update.
Yeah,
Juanita.
for
I'll
sure.
write that down.
The news-
Yeah, by the way, the often neglected news section at the bottom of the front page,
Yeah.
it's got a couple updates.
Yeah.
Benita's been writing the updates, so there are 2 new updates you guys can check out.
Trying to do them every couple of weeks. Try to keep you guys posted
Just
on
trying to
what's
get
going
some
on.
information, something.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah. One of the updates we mentioned that the paint was
Yeah.
unfortunately some of the paints had to be turned off, but they are now back all on.
Yep.
So
Cool.
Did
you
all
guys
the
are
inventory this
all good.
afternoon. We're turning them all back on. Had a slight.
Those are the ones you brought me today?
No, I think
no,
I mean,
this
those
was
are
a
just
sup-
ones that
Oh,
are for
okay.
sale.
Yeah, this one
These are
was-
just regular production.
Yeah.
Had to turn off a couple of our sets, a couple of our paints that were missing a very crucial pigment
Yeah.
that needed to happen. And we didn't have any stock in yet. We've been having, again, goes back to the supply chain issues. There's been a lot of delays and a lot of different things that have been going on. So, but those are all back up. They just came in like yesterday afternoon. I've been mixing like crazy today to put all those paints back on the shelves so that you guys can buy them. So you can buy them now.
Yep. And John is showing off all of the colors that we have just turned on. These guys were in fast palettes before, but now they are being sold as singles. So if you want to pick up certain colors, you are now
Yeah.
able to. I believe they were in the High Seas Horror and
High Seas Adventure.
High Seas Adventure fast palettes. So
Yeah,
They
they're pretty
should-
good colors.
yep, they should be on the new releases page, and you can buy
There
them.
they are.
And then some of them are from ReaperCon last year's
last
triads,
Yeah,
Yes.
the triads that we had.
and then Harvest
Harvest Moon?
Harvest
Yeah,
Moon.
from Halloween last year.
Yeah, I believe Harvest Moon is up.
And those are the ones I don't have swatches of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to make the swatches, but see, there you go.
There you go.
That's
It's okay.
my,
We'll work
that's
on
my
that.
fault.
That's okay. We'll work on
I
it.
have them over here, but
Yeah.
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 There you go.
But yeah, if you have any questions, you could always, probably ask in the Discord. We could
Yeah.
probably,
Oh, easily.
Bonita can probably.
Oh, I can
Like-
answer probably some of them. Yeah, at least.
Yep.
At the minimum.
Rust Monster. Oh, I got double
You got a
Rust
couple
Monster.
of them. There you go.
Phthalo Green, popular Phthalo Green.
Yeah, Phthalo Green's in there.
Yeah,
Back by popular demand. There were a lot of people who wanted Phthalo Green last year. So here we are.
And real quick before we end the show, because do we have another drawing?
No.
Did we get all 4?
Okay.
Yeah, we did.
Nice.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we
Speaking
did
of
all-
paint, Anne's going to be in town.
And we'll be
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, end of the
paint-
month, right?
The paint mistress herself is going to be in town the 30th. I think she comes on Wednesday the 30th.
Yeah.
She's going to spend some time with us, and so I think she's going to do some streams, right?
I believe so. That's what I'm getting this set up for.
She's just in to hang out.
Yeah.
There's no ulterior motive. There's no big reason, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. She's going to come out and hang out and just do stuff. She'll be here for a week, and then she's going home.
Yeah, she's on vacation.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Basically,
she chose
right?
to spend her
Vacation.
vacation in Denton, Texas, at Reaper for 7
At
days.
Reaper, I wonder.
I don't know what she's doing, but
Yep.
she's going to come in and hang out.
Certainly not.
Awesome. She'll be at Paint Club on Saturday the 5th.
Yeah, I can show actually. This is kind of cool. I did this on
She
Reaper.
comes in on the 30th
Yeah, the
and leaves on the
30th.
5th, I believe.
Oh, I thought she left on the 7th.
Or the 7th.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. The Wednesday to Wednesday.
The Wednesday, yeah. And then she'll have
And what she does in the meantime and during those days, I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll find out.
I know she's gonna meet my little German Shepherd for sure.
Oh, yeah, we got to
She's gonna
introduce
meet
all the
Zeus?
dogs.
Yep,
yeah.
she's gonna meet, she's gonna meet Aries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll be,
Oh,
Zeus
yeah,
will be
yeah,
there,
yeah.
but while she's here, she's got to meet with me and,
Yeah, you can see getting there's the team. What's up, guys?
Hi.
But getting everything ready over here for Anne. Ta-da.
Woo.
It'd be great to see Ann.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that looks pretty
It's
good,
not
actually.
In the,
There you go.
not in the chaos
Yeah, those
of
are great.
ReaperCon. Go. Get those
Wow.
on ReaperCon.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
There you go.
Mm.
And she'll be at Paint Club as well
Yeah.
on the 3rd, I think is what Michael Paints Mini said.
I think he's
Yeah, that's Saturday, whatever it is.
And I think she'll be streaming it. I think her plan is to stream in here just like normal. I think.
yeah, I think so.
In here.
Just hang out in here when
Cool.
she can, when she's not doing other things,
Yes, yeah. When she's
whatever
not
that might be.
hanging out.
Hanging
Yeah.
out, hanging
Hanging
out,
out.
just hanging out. Gonna tell me what color to paint my office next.
Yes. You got to get that third
Uh,
Gotta
coat.
get that third coat in.
It should
My
be
tie yellow.
It should be this
Yeah.
one.
Holy
Oh,
crap.
man.
Mermaid scale. How about that?
Ooh, actually.
I do like that one. That is a personal favorite. That one in the Kraken ink, or the,
Cracking is really
God, this
They're really
camera
good.
quality is really good on this iPad.
Are you discovering new camera
Well, no, I
angles?
mean, I just knew that I knew it's really good, but yeah, there you go. It's good.
All right, well, that
right.
wraps up another Reaper Live for Thursday night.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us. We really appreciate it. It's been fun. Next in 2 weeks, we'll be back. I won't be here, but Benita, you'll be sitting in, right?
I'll be trying. I'll look at my schedule.
All right.
I can't commit to anything right now.
Somebody will be here.
Somebody will be here.
And we'll have more information about ReaperCon. Who knows what we're going to have next time?
Yeah.
So,
Oh, it's gonna be fun.
Yes, Cranky.
be
We're always
great.
really good at focusing on the
am I going to
topics
go
that
home
we
tonight
got to
and
talk
bake
about.
cookies? Because Lauren and David bought me cookies. It's just
Yeah.
so nice.
Yeah, you can't let it rot. That would be a
nice. I
second
will
waste.
not let it
Can't do
rot.
that.
Not let it rot.
For sure.
I will definitely put these in the oven tonight.
Yeah. So who are we rating?
We're gonna be rating CNOT Bush. He was working on a Minotaur earlier. He might be working on something else different earlier. It's an original piece. It's not a commission piece, so he's working on an original.
Cool.
It's pretty cool. I've been buttering him up. I know earlier he was talking about using our paints. Talks about it all the time. But I thought it would be cool if he could sculpt something for us. Got the clip from that last time, but go tell him we said what's up.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know, he was the first art streamer on Twitch. He's pretty cool guy. So
Yeah.
go tell him we said what's up.
Yeah.
Yes, and Reaper Harley, happy Easter to everyone.
Ooh,
Oh yeah,
Good
Easter.
and
I
safe.
forgot.
Happy Easter weekend.
Yeah.
Safe. Be safe.
Yeah, be
Yes,
careful.
please.
Is there a
safe.
Reaper Land tomorrow? Dave asks.
I believe so.
Yeah,
If,
of course.
if Dave says yes,
There we go.
yeah, thumbs up.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, and go paint your Easter egg painting dragon thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me
Happy
see those
Passover. Yep,
eggs.
Lieutenant Flubby. Happy Passover. Y'all watch Ten Commandments on TV. Watch it. It's so good. All right.
everybody.
Appreciate it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Bye, guys.
Bye.